A lot is being spoken about the affidavits that have been exclusively accessed by Times Now. One of these papers also referred to the Samjhauta blast of 2007. We have with us the man who oversaw the narco-analysis of SIMI activists who were arrested for the blast at that point in time. First of all, sir, let's understand what led them to you, to the narco test. What was the process of them ultimately coming to you?
Now, before I subject any individual for either polygraph or brain mapping or narco-analysis, there used to be a request from the concerned investigating officer. At that point of time, we used to go to the court and take the permission of the court before the person was subjected to narco-analysis. So all these protocols had been done, even with regard to these persons who are said to have been involved in the Samjhauta blast. After that, we did do about 3 individuals, we did do all the tests, brain mapping, polygraph and narco-analysis. I have overseen all this. I was at that point of time, I was heading that institution as the director. So now, at this point of time, whatever I could recollect, perhaps I'll be able to share with you. Now, those 3 individuals who were put onto all the 3, they have revealed a lot of information, but I would like to concise them and put them into 3 major set of groups. Number 1, the whole blast was conspired to have taken place, conspired to occur by SIMI, maybe activists or SIMI sympathizers, which I am not aware. But the only investigating officer should say whether they are the sympathizers or the activists. This is one point. And all this, the protocol, the developments till such time the blast took place, Nagori, it appears, was in the know-how of this. That's what it was revealed. And probably because he was at that point considered to be the head of the SIMI team or otherwise. So that is number 2. The third important factor is they have revealed that there was one Pakistani individual whose name I don't remember, who came and then gave them the logistic support. Like, in the Kataria market, they have gone there and then purchased the suitcase. They have done up the suitcase by their own techniques and loaded that explosive with a timer device. And that was placed in the Samjhauta blast. Apart from this, another information that we were able to collate was, there was a person by name Rahil, who is said to be living in London. Who was said to be living in London at that point of time. He was the one who had financed them. So there may have been SIMI sympathizers. Those who have rendered some logistic support, they could be either sympathizers or SIMI activists themselves, which I do not know. But there were people who had extended logistic support. Now after this, the whole course of action Nagori was aware of.
Also,
at that point of time, he was in Indore and he was able to monitor how things were happening, and he was in the know-how till the blast went off.
also, you spoke about how a person named Rahil was named by these 2 individuals. You spoke about how you could collate that they indeed had a role to play in this entire blast scenario. There is also a person by name Razak who is said to have kept Nagori brothers informed of this blast that is going to take place in the train between India and Pakistan. The name of Razak, did it come out in your investigation? What was his role per se?
I'm sorry, that part I'm not able to recollect. Whether in what context that name was revealed and all that. Such minor details, perhaps now it is difficult for me to recollect. I'm not able to comment upon that right away.
But 2 things that became very clear in the narco-analysis was the role of people from Pakistan or Pakistan and SIMI being involved in the blast.
These 2 things were glaring, were very apparent by the revelations.
Also, sir, investigating agencies drew parallels between the kind of attack that took place in 2007, Samjhauta blast, while they drew parallels between blasts of Ajmer Dargah or a Makkah Masjid blast in Hyderabad. As a professional, do you also see parallels? Was there something that you came across hinting towards their involvement in these blasts as well?
No, for that we did not have sufficient materials available for us to go into that particular direction. Number 1, the crime scene we did not visit. And number 2, we did not analyze the blast residues. And these are the two major points which made us a little deficient to talk about in that particular direction. But what I have gathered is the explosive was loaded with a timing device. So the timing device explosion, if at all I can compare only this and then it may not be a meaningful comparison by timing device alone. So therefore, I would like to refrain whether it is similar or dissimilar, which we have not done.
While overseeing the narco-analysis of the Nagori brothers, did Malegaon ever come about?
I am not aware of that. But what could come across from about Rahil, he appears to have financed even Mumbai blast also he appears to have financed. That was the information that was revealed. Barring that, we don't have much information. I don't recollect.
Out of the two Nagori brothers, who revealed this information that the Mumbai blast could have been financed by Rahil?
It is not the brothers. And I don't know who the person whom we subjected to narco is a brother of Nagori. That also I don't know. Okay. But of the three people one of them revealed this.
And all three of them accepted that SIMI has had a role to play.
Exactly. Yes, there was no dispute. In that regard, there was some kind of an equilibrium information that was evolved.